Recently I fixed this Milwaukee Sawzall, but the problem with it is that it has this proprietary Quik-Lok cord receptacle, and I want to get rid of that because it's bullshit. It's like $20 for the cord when you could find a perfectly good extension cord or something, or a cord from another broken power tool, use it to fix. So if you have that type of, if you have a Milwaukee tool, that type of proprietary cord, hopefully you will benefit from this video, because you can see how to just hack in a regular power cord. And this is a T20 screwdriver, by the way. So I got this DeWalt drill, and it was in another video that I made where I robbed the armature out of this one to fix another DeWalt drill. This is the exact same drill, or identical. So now I'm going to rob the power cord out of this one to fix the Sawzall. And I guess if you're going to do this, the important things are that this one has a GFCI. It's for a GFCI outlet. And see, this one is too, because it's got 3 wires, white, black, and green. And the other important thing is what amount of current the cord is made for. And you can see that this drill, the label is kind of messed up, but it's rated for 10 amps, supposedly. And the Sawzall is also rated for 10 amps. So in theory, it should be good. Using a proper power tool cord, and not just some shitty cord from, I don't know, like a coffee maker, or, some kind of shit that only takes a couple amps. Gonna cut these off so that we have enough length here to strip them back and attach them onto the other tool, but not too much that, well, actually this trigger I know on this tool is completely fucked, so I guess we don't really care about saving it, but I don't know. We only need so much length from here anyway, so we'll just do that. Ah, fuck. I think that was actually the problem with this tool. The trigger was fine. It just, the cord. What the hell? Well, the drill's fucked now anyway, because I put the bad armature in it, but at least now I know that the trigger is good. And the stator is also good too. So, but anyway, the bad part about that is that means, see, I had cut it so we could just strip these and then use it, but since this part was actually broken, that was hidden by the strain relief, that means I gotta cut this back further and strip it and everything. So the only tool I have to do this with is a knife, unfortunately, but I think it'll do the job. So peel back the foreskin. Circumcise it along with all the pubes. And then, is this a 16 gauge? Yeah, 16 gauge. And I'm not going to solder these guys. I'm just going to use a butt splice, because you're not really supposed to solder 120 volt connections. I guess it can get like too hot or something. You know, especially if there's an issue and the solder can just melt right out. Oh, that's shitty. So on the Milwaukee, so this cord from the DeWalt, it's like proper copper conductor, but on the Milwaukee, it's just like tin or aluminum. It's cheap. Oh, well, that one's copper though. That one's copper. So it's just this guy that's aluminum. Weird. Let me try and get a close-up of that for you. So now this is pretty self-explanatory, but so I want to use these weatherproof butt connectors, because I guess that's just what I'm used to and feel comfortable with from working on cars. And also my issue with butt splice connectors is that they can just sometimes, like, the wires can just pull out. And since these, when you melt them, and there's like a weatherproof, like, sticky crap inside, so it'll help hold it together, basically, and make it less likely to pull out. And a stupid thing that I just realized I'm doing right now is usually when you're gonna make like 3 splices that are basically all together, you should stagger them so you don't have a big bunch of connectors. And obviously I didn't do that, but oh well, I think it'll be okay. Try not to catch the pubes on fire because they don't smell good. Ow. So there you go. Tuck all these guys back in, and we'll put this little clamshell handle back together. Ah, fuck. The strain relief doesn't just want to stay in place. Just wants to slide in and out. Well, I was going to use some electrical tape, but I guess I don't actually have any here in the garage. I do have some duct tape. I think maybe I can just tape around this and use that to give it a little extra bulk. So it's got what it takes to hold it in place, if you know what I mean. Make it a little bit more girthy, so it's not just falling out all the time. Well, we got our tool all packaged back up, and whoops, since we used the tape to give ourselves extra girth, we kind of hid that back up in here. We don't want our girth tape sticking out from under the skirts, So let's see if this pecker works. I mean, sucker works, or it's just a showboat. Well, it works, but holy shit. It's smoking pretty good. And it's making little burning noises. Also, it's extremely noisy because you can see the lights flickering. But, I mean, that's not really the fault of the cord repair. That's just because this tool is kind of fucked up. So I mean, it's still a good repair. Just next time I would stagger those splices so that, like I said, you don't just have a big bunch of butt connectors all together, because that might make it hard to actually fit it all back when you try and put the whole thing together. So there you go.